So Professor Nasser reminds us that peace is not just a desire, it is actually a memory, a primordial memory before we were even born. Islam teaches us that before our souls entered this world, we experience a moment in pre-eternity where we bore witness to God's oneness. And that moment was a moment of perfect harmony. But when we came into this world, we forgot. The chaos, the distractions, the noise of this world make us lose that connection. But deep inside, the yearning for that still remains. So in Islam, peace isn't just a state of being. It's one of the sacred names of God. And when we yearn for peace, we actually are yearning for God who is peace himself. As-Salaam. Let me repeat that. That our search for peace is in reality our search for God. This changes everything because it means that peace isn't found in things, it is found in remembering. Remembering what? Remembering who we truly are and remembering our connection to the divine. However, today when we hear the word peace, we think of things like no wars, no conflict, no stress. But is that real peace? Nasser explains that in the modern world, we've forgotten the hierarchy of peace. We try to build peace externally, perhaps in politics, maybe in society, without building it internally first. Peace is a celestial quality. Peace follows a divine order. One first has to be peace with God, then peace with yourself, then peace with the world just follows. To have outward peace, one must first be at peace with oneself, be at peace with God. The mistake? We are reversing the process. We think if we fix the world, we'll be happy. But the truth is, it's only if we fix our inner world, the outer world follows. However, the secularized world that we live in today, men and women for whom the spiritual world has become unreal, they limit their vision of reality to the earth and life of this world. That's all that is real, nothing more. However, from the Islamic point of view, since peace is the name of God, and all peace is a reflection of that divine name, the question can be asked, why God should allow humanity to live at peace in the forgetfulness of Him, negligent of the very goal for which men and women were created? The idea of living at peace while denying God is totally absurd because the chaos and strife within the human soul can only be put in order by God. And where there is no peace within, there will be no peace without. For Islam, as well as all authentic traditions, the goal of religion is to save the human soul and thereby consequently establish justice and peace in the society so that people can live virtuously, live in peace, and they can even die in peace. And when one dies in peace, that is in the deepest sense to rest in the blessed state that leads to the experience of celestial peace. That's what rest in peace means, RIP, that we often pray for people, those who have passed away. That we, in the deepest sense, we are finally in that blessed state where we are one in the experience with the divine. Now, Islam has been there to remind followers over time, over ages, that there is no possibility of peace on earth without peace with heaven. And today, it is called upon to assert that peace with heaven therefore requires peace between the messages that have descended from heaven over the ages. As Rumi has said, if thou fleest with the hope of peace and comfort, from that side thou shalt be afflicted with misfortune. There is no treasure without wild beasts and traps. There is no peace except in the spiritual retreat of God.